Welcome back to me and my snoring Frenchie. Does he fucking snores every time I try to make a video? I think it's inevitable. Fuck it. Okay. All my YouTube videos from here on out are gonna have a snoring Frenchie in the fucking background. Deal with the shit. If you don't fuck with me, don't watch my videos. On a brighter note, y'all are finally gonna hear the story of how me and Marco met. Yes, I'm gonna say his name. I know I always say my baby daddy or my man in my videos, and that is because he's always like, don't put my name on anything. I don't want anybody to know my name. But people who follow my YouTube end up following me on Snap. You guys end up seeing his face. Whatever. I'm saying his name in this video. He's gonna have to get over it. It's gonna be interesting. So, let's get into it. Okay, so I was dating this guy, okay, who was known. He was like the known drug dealer of Sacramento, young dude, you know, had a Beamer, had this, had that, whatever. He was just a known dude, right? Apparently, that's how Marco heard of me, because him and this guy used to be homies. They grew up together, but they both, if you ask me, didn't they both clashed heads, because like the guy I was dating, he would boss all the little homies around, and Marco wasn't the type of nigga to get bossed around. So it was kind of like they was both fighting for, the top nigga rank. I guess. What the fuck? That sounds so gay, but it's true. Anyways, so that's how I guess Marco heard of me. Apparently, he had added my Instagram and added my Facebook, or we were friends on there. I don't fucking know. So he started messaging me on Facebook, and honestly, dude, to keep it so solid, I did not think he was cute. I I get hella niggas messaging me, but sometimes I'd entertain a few, whatever. But I checked out his page, and I just wasn't that impressed. Like, he was just, the type of nigga to post drugs, type of nigga to, just, he looked real like he was showing out. And I wasn't into that. So he would message me, and I would, sometimes I'd entertain it. Sometimes I'd leave him on red. Sometimes, that's how it went. So it was December of 2012. And it was December 31st, and my parents had gone away for the weekend, and me and my cousin and my homegirls, we were like, man, we're gonna go to our friend Christian McClure. Shout out Christian McClure if y'all know him. He was throwing out he was throwing a New Year's party. So we were like, oh, we're gonna go to this nigga's New Year's party. It just so happened Marco hit me earlier that day. So I'm looking at my cousin. I'm like, bitch, we ain't got shit better to do until the party. Like, let's just go kick it with these niggas. Like, they're going to take us on a date, whatever. It was going to be him and his cousin. Come to find out, it was his best friend, not his cousin. So she's like, fuck it. And I remember he pulls up to my house, and he pre-warns me. He's like, hey, just so you know, we're pulling up in a bucket. My cousin got a bucket, and I'm just like, okay, it don't matter so long as it's a car to get you from A to B. Like, you ain't gotta impress me. So he pulls up. His cousin and him get out, and his cousin, he a big nigga, and my cousin was like, bitch, no. She turned around and she started walking back to the house. I had to go chase her, and I was like, please, bitch, come on. Like, we're gonna kick it with them, and then we'll go to the party. Like, this is just to kill time. And she was like, man. So we get in the car. I remember Marco rolled us a little skimpy ass joint, and we went to we tried going to a mall first, but it was about to close. I think it was in Rockland. And then we went to Baskin Robbins, and he gets a strawberry milkshake, and I get my mint chocolate chip ice cream, because I always have mint chocolate chip ice cream. And we're just sitting at one table, and my cousin and his cousin are sitting at another table, and we're just talking, locking eyes. And then he looks at me, he's like, can I ask you something? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, do you believe in love at first sight? And I was just like, maybe. Do you? And he was like, yeah, I do. And so that was just kind of like, oh, little bitch, he got me. He got me because I'm a hopeless ass romantic. So I was trying to really hold it in because I was like, damn, I fucks with this nigga. He like a fairy tale. So we leave. We go to like this hill in Rockland. We're looking at cars. We're being all cute and cupcaking and shit. And then he goes and he drops us back off. We go to the party and shit, and he's like messaging me all night. I'm ignoring it because I'm too busy having a good time with my peoples. And then the next day, January 1st of 2013, I wake up at like 2:30 in the afternoon, and I got all these messages and shit from him, and he calls me, and we talk on the phone, and he's like, mind you, I just met him the night before, okay? I just met him the night before. He's like, so I think you should just be my girlfriend. And I was like, my cousin, she's looking at me like, no, bitch. No. She's in the background like, and I was just like, fuck it. I was like, okay. I was like, but you ain't gonna ask me over the phone, right? Because that's out. And he was like, all right, well, let's meet up. I'll ask you in person. So we met up at Arden Mall, the third row from the front of Sears. And he asked me to be his girl. And I said, yeah. I remember telling him he needs to get an STD check before we fuck. We fucked 2 weeks after we met. The first day that we fucked, he put a ring on my finger and was like, you're gonna marry me one day. And we were engaged. I was pregnant. Like, after that, lost the baby. He didn't believe that I was pregnant because his little friends was getting in his head. But sure enough, 4 months later after that, I'm pregnant again. And 9 months after that, we have our oldest daughter. And yeah, that's how the fuck we met. And here we are 5 years later, gone through the most bullshit, and we're still together. Except for the 1.5 years that we took off. I think we've always have just been attracted to each other like a fridge and a magnet. We always find each other. Like, I don't think he can live without me, and I don't think I can live without him. Like, he's my best friend. He's my best friend. He knows everything about me. And when I mean he knows everything, I mean he knows everything. Like, I could be silent and he knows what I'm thinking. He just knows how to love me. And it's so great to see, like, if y'all don't know, he's cheated on me. He used to whip my ass. Like, we have been through some shit, dude. And to see how much he's changed from when I met him at 17 and he was 18, like, it's beautiful. Like, he's becoming a man, and he's becoming the man that I've always wanted him to be. Like, I'm so fucking lucky. Not too many girls who have gone through, getting cheated on and getting hit and all that with their baby dad can say that their baby dad actually got his shit together and changed for them and changed for their family, and I'm one of the rare ones that gets to say, yeah, my nigga changed. And we've been in love since the first day that we met each other at 17 and 18 years old. And no matter how much we've fought and bickered and gone through shit, we always come back to each other, and we always come back to each other stronger. That's some real ass shit. Like, we got one of them love stories. It's like, when we tell our kids, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Y'all got together the next day that you guys met? We sure fucking did, and we've been together ever since. So that's us. That's crazy.